Hi guys, this is Safi'jiiva and Today I'm doing a simple FYI, or PSA if you will, about the weapon rewards for the Safi'jiiva Siege. That's a tongue twister. Yeah, so the full siege for Xeno'jiiva's adult form just popped up in Monster Hunter World Iceborne. And one of the things that everyone's super excited about are the new upgradable living weapons that you can farm from the monster. Think of it as an improved version of the Taroth weapon farming siege, thanks to your ability to actually upgrade the weapons and use Safi parts to stack various weapon augments and really customize, well, the weapon. I'm talking sharpness and affinity augments, as well as 1 point towards specific armor set bonuses, such as Nargacuga Essence for True Razor Sharp or Spare Shot, and Teostra Technique for Master's Touch. So that's 1 armor point, by the way, not the full set bonus. Anyway, another neat thing about farming Safijiiva is that you are guaranteed to get a couple of weapon rewards that match the weapon that you're using. This makes it a lot more rewarding than the Taroth loot system, which can frequently reward you with weapons that you don't use if you get a bad case of RNG during consecutive hunts, for example. We've all been there. Seriously, I got every switch axe from the Taroth hunt. And only 2 or 3 bowguns, or heavy bowguns, I mean. Now, when you hear the condition described as, quote unquote, based on the weapon you're using, it's easy to misunderstand that to mean that, you get the guaranteed weapon type reward based on the weapon you successfully hunted Safi'jiiva with. But actually, that's not correct. You actually get the guaranteed weapon type based on what weapon you have equipped when you collect your rewards after the hunt. Yeah, so that means that you can successfully hunt and take down Safijiiva with an insect glaive, get back to the gathering hub after the hunt, and then go to your box and switch to a heavy bowgun, and you'll actually get a couple of heavy bowgun weapon drops guaranteed. Or at least a couple. I did this after my very first hunt, so I don't quite know the counts for the weapon drops yet, depending on what level you end up successfully finishing Safijiiva off with, or pursuit level or something like that. Anyway, as proof, I'll show you a video of me picking my rewards while equipped with a glaive, closing the game without saving, and then launching it again, and equipping a heavy bowgun before picking my rewards.
Good to see you.
Yeah, so as you can see, while the Dracolite rewards and the first 9 weapons are still the same items, the 2 insect glaives at the end there got replaced by heavy bowguns. Now let's test this again with a few other weapons. By the way, another thing that I noticed is that the Nargacuga Essence skill kept popping up with one of the 2 weapons at the end there every time I reset and switch. The other skill that kept popping up was Rajang's Rage, but one of the glaives I got didn't have that, but came with a Kinsec bonus instead, so I'm still not quite sure what's going on there. Anyway, this is great because if a skill pops up constantly when you're resetting, like say Diablo's Ambition, and you happen to have a lance equipped the first time, you can reset and equip a more suitable weapon, like a hammer for example, to get that 1 point in Slugger Secret to get your KO or stun power to level 5 more easily. In my case, I was actually torn between getting either the Drakspear Insect Glaive or the Hellshot Light Bowgun, which both came with Nargacuga Essence when I was resetting. As you folks know, Nargacuga Essence turns to True Razor Sharp for melee weapons and True Spare Shot for bowguns. So I find myself basically choosing between a Dragon Element Glaive or a Light Bowgun that can rapid fire ammo. By the way, don't stress out if the armor set bonus or skills you want doesn't show up with a reward weapon that happens to come with the element or status that you want, because you can actually still get them when upgrading your Safi weapon. I actually remember seeing Nargacuga Essence and even Teostra Technique show up while I was upgrading the Drakspear Glaive, for example, and then storing my potential to increase the chances of a better skill augment popping up. Speaking of skill augments, I did another test, this time to see if the augments change if I reset a game without saving. So here are my findings. As you can see, the augment path you get for the same exact weapon do not change after resetting without saving and doing the augments again. And by that I mean like in the same cycle, so within the same cycle without you progressing like the day ahead or something. This means you can keep using your Dracolite materials if you want to basically peak at the upgrade path for a specific reward weapon for that one cycle. Note that I did not test what would happen if you reset without saving and then go on a hunt to move the day cycle forward and then come back and upgrade that same weapon again. In my case, I still wanted to check what other weapons I might get by switching weapon types without saving, so I didn't want to progress my day quite yet. I did test a different weapon from the same weapon slot as the Drakspear when I reset without saving and then switched to lands, so here is the result. As you can see, the skill augments changed. So that means that while the skill augments won't change for the same exact weapon during that same cycle, the skill augments are actually different for the other weapons on your reward list. Now, to be super safe, I also tested the other lands that came with Nargacuga Essence, just in case they kind of got flipped in positions, and this is what I found. So as you can see, the skill augments ended up being different overall. Anyway, I hope some of you guys find this guide helpful. I apologize for not being able to pump out Iceborne content as frequently as I used to. I've actually been working and traveling a lot, and also have a huge backlog of other games I need to review for my actual job, so I haven't had a chance to play Monster Hunter as much. I do try to pick on stuff that's different from the main Monster Hunter YouTubers, so hopefully this particular video helps. As always, if you have any thoughts or questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. Once again, this is Safijiiva, and thank you for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Thanks, guys.